Hello, Taurus. How are you doing? This is Tarot Me Please coming at you for a reading of general reading for March 2023. Can you believe it? We're in March, or we're gonna be in March very soon. Next week, in fact. I'm doing this weekend, doing this reading over the weekend. Say that 5 times. Hope you've been well, Taurus. Hope you've been treating yourself well, treating others well. Hope the universe has been treating you well too, really, right? But anyhow, here's me gonna be doing your reading again for March 2023. Let the cards fall where they may. I know that's not the actual saying, but okay. I'm making things up as I go along. Okay? Okay. Just go along with it. All right, Taurus. My Venus ruled Tauruses. What you been up to? I guess the cards will tell me, right? Okay, I'm going to close my eyes and I'm going to take a deep breath. And I'm going to calm down and feel the energies flowing around me, absorb them, accept them. Keep in mind that we have angels around us. We have our soul's guardians. And we're not alone. Yeah. And we have free will. Best thing about it. All right. So, Taurus, are you ready? Are you ready to flip some cards? Here we go. All right. What will your energy be, Taurus, for March? The Page of Swords. Okay. The Page of Swords is very communicative, is very good with his or her words, is all about the information. Yep. If I had to use a word for the Page of Swords, I would say curious, like a curious kid. You know, wants to know everything about everybody. Yeah, but very young, very fresh energy. What is the energy that's going to be crossing you in March, Taurus? Okay, that's the Devil card, if you didn't know. So the Devil card embodies unhealthy attachments or addictions. We're talking about, you know, maybe alcohol, maybe drugs, maybe an addiction to another person, maybe greed, addiction to money, envy, just unhealthy stuff that doesn't serve our soul's higher purpose. I would venture to guess that you, Taurus, are a pretty young person who's kind of grappling with temptations and just the new stuff surrounding you that's tempting you, I think. But let me pull some other cards for more clarification. What is showing up in the recent past? Page of Wands, another young energy card. The Page of Wands is very, you know, besides being young and fresh, is just very excited about a new project. Yeah, excited to start a new project. Because the Wands energy has to do with like motivation to create, you know, and all that good stuff. So a very excited kid to start on a new project. What does the immediate future have to say? The Tower card. Okay, that's a major arcana card. So the Tower card comes up when the person, you, Taurus, when the person has kind of like gotten comfortable in where they're at, maybe it's a job, maybe it's a relationship, maybe it's where they're living, but they've gotten comfortable. And it's like the tower's coming to say, hey, you're not supposed to stay there. You're supposed to go on your soul's path and go on to different things and new things and stuff like that. So it shakes you up. It's probably not going to feel that nice or pleasant, but it's necessary, because in the long run, it's nudging you towards your higher good, towards what you're supposed to be going through in this life. And I'm wondering if maybe part of the reason it's nudging you to stay on your soul's path is because you've been kind of detouring into like this unhealthy attachment kind of area. Yeah. Yeah, I get a really young energy from you, Taurus. Um, what will be on your conscious mind in March? The Lovers. So the Lovers is Gemini energy, okay? And now that I think about it, okay, if your conscious mind is thinking about a Gemini, then the problem right now crossing you is a Capricorn, because the devil can represent Capricorn energy. So it's either you're dealing with some sort of unhealthy attachment, Taurus, or you're dealing with a Capricorn zodiac sign. And then the person who's on your mind is a Gemini. Okay? So take whatever resonates from this. What is the energy that is influencing you, Taurus, and you might not even know it? The Empress. The Empress is very abundant and fertile and feminine and motherly and magical. And I'm thinking it might have something to do with some kind of pregnancy. Not pregnancy right now, but maybe pregnancy in the past, because this card showed up in your unconscious field, Taurus. And a lot of times, things that show up in your unconscious field have to do with what you went through in your past, maybe as a child or as a young adult or something like that. And it's lingering in your mind, albeit in your unconscious mind, Taurus. Something about a mom and her child or something like that. So, Taurus, do you have maybe like in and out fleeting thoughts of your mom here in your unconscious, maybe? I mean, you might not be aware of it in your waking hours, but it's there. Anyhow, let's go on to your hopes and fears, Taurus. The World card. The World card is the very last card of the major arcana, and it signifies that a karmic cycle is ending or has ended in your life. Whether the karmic cycle is a job or a career or a relationship with a certain person or some kind of life lesson. And I'm thinking that this is your hope, Taurus, that your cycle has ended. And maybe you're hoping that it's an unpleasant cycle or an unpleasant relationship that will end. Maybe you're hoping that. Because when I look at the Tower and I look at the Devil, I'm thinking something unpleasant you want to end, but I could be wrong. So that's in your hopes and fears, or in your hopes, really. What is your influence going to be on the final outcome in March? What is your attitude going to be, Taurus? Oh, okay. That's the Six of Cups card. That is the card of nostalgia and of memories of the past and, you know, childhood, innocence, gifts, comfort. So that's the attitude that you're going to have on this whole trajectory here. Yeah. Okay. What is your external influence going to be, Taurus? Something that you can't control. This is your energy. So the external influence is going to be the High Priestess. The High Priestess represents intuition, the unconscious, represents, instead of thinking, feeling, feeling, and unknown truths and all that stuff. And feminine energy, highly feminine energy. That's going to be the external influence. So I'm wondering if this is somebody in your life, Taurus. Doesn't have to be a woman, but it's highly feminine energy that's very intuitive. That's going to have a profound influence on the trajectory of this path in your life, on the final outcome. So having said all that, Taurus, let's flip your final outcome card and see what we're dealing with. Okay, that's the Seven of Cups card. So that has to do with just, being faced with so many choices, some good, some bad, and you just being totally thrown for a loop. It's like you don't know what to do. You may see some of the bad choices as good choices because, they're in disguise, And so it's like you're having a hard time picking because you're thinking you're going to miss out. It's like a fear of commitment card. You're going to miss out on something else if you choose this thing or that thing or whatever, So it's like you're going to be faced with a lot of confusing choices. It's going to be the final outcome. Yeah. Looking at these cards here, I'm thinking you're a young person and you're just learning life's lessons, as a young person going into adulthood and trying to run your own life, and you've had or you're gonna be having either an unhealthy addiction, unhealthy attachment, or somebody or a Capricorn in your life, and then also a Gemini in your life. That's what I'm seeing here. But anyhow, that's what I have for you, Taurus. I hope you enjoyed the reading. I hope some, if not all, resonated with you. I hope you have a great rest of the weekend, and I hope your week ahead is even better. Take care.